All right, man. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful day here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's not often that we get these nice 80-degree summer days, but here we are. So we're out, of course, enjoying the nice weather. In today's video, I want to give a quick update and kind of my review now that I've hit 1,000 miles. Let's see exactly how many I'm at. I know it was just yesterday. I am at 1,031 miles. As I mentioned in my first video, I bought this bike back in April, so however many months that is, we're finally at 1,000. Real quick before we jump into the video, I do want to give a huge shout out to everyone that liked, that commented, that subscribed for my last video. The support, the love, it was unreal, man. Like, you guys went crazy. I really appreciate that. So with that being said, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what other videos you want to see on the channel, and hit that subscribe button, baby. You're already there, so let's get on to it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is my 1,000-mile review. Peace. Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. It's a beautiful day. I mean, just beautiful day here in Lincoln, Nebraska today. I mean, it's just, you can't beat it. You cannot beat this weather. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. There's a nice little breeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful Sunday for me here. So, before we jump in the video, man, if you're out riding today, be safe, ride safe. Watch out for these crazy people that be pulling up behind you. That's like my biggest fear. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about today is, as of yesterday, I finally hit, after however many months of owning this motorcycle, 1,000 miles on my 2023 Kawasaki Ninja 400. So in this video, I really just kind of want to talk about my experience after 1,000 miles, how this bike feels to me, what I've learned as a rider, where I stand in terms of, the power on this bike, and yeah, man. So with that being said, as I've mentioned before, I bought this bike in April, so a few months ago, and I've had nothing but fun on this bike. Nothing but fun. After 1,000 miles, if I had to sum up my review in one word, my review would be excellent. That's what my review would be. I'd say, in one word, this motorcycle has been excellent for 1,000 miles. And I just want to reiterate, I'm still a beginner rider, man. I'm still a newbie. I'm still a newbie. So for a newbie like me, man, this bike's got it. This bike's got it. Now, before I purchased this bike, I was looking at the Yamaha R3s, and I was looking at, I think it's the CF Moto 450 SS. I was looking at those two bikes, and I went to my local power sports dealer. I'm gonna have to take that, unfortunately. Went to my local power sports dealer, and something about just sitting on this bike, man, it felt right. And it's felt right for the past 1,000 miles. And as a beginner rider, I have learned so much about riding. So much that I should not be in third gear taking this corner, but here we are. But for real, man, like, I've genuinely learned so much about being a better rider, being a more cognizant rider, being a rider that's responsible on these streets, looking out for myself, looking out for others on the road. This bike has allowed me to get comfortable in learning what, a bigger size sport bike feels like. Coming from a Honda Grom, man, that thing really is like a scooter. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun scooter. But from a power stance, I mean, right now I'd be top of my gears on the Grom and full throttle, going 45, 50 miles an hour. And that's just not it, if you ask me. It's almost unsafe. This motorcycle has allowed me to get comfortable being on a bigger bike, get comfortable learning the throttle for a more responsive motorcycle, get comfortable learning the weight. I might have just said that, fuck it. You get the point though, man. Like, it's the most forgiving motorcycle I can think of. Now, granted, I don't have all the experience in the world, and out of the CF Moto 450 SS and this bike and the R3, nice little Corvette, yeah, I've only rode this bike, so my experience is limited to what I know on this bike. But after 1,000 miles, man, I'm happy. I'm content with my purchase. I know that this is a motorcycle that will continuously teach me how to be a better rider. It will continuously allow me to grow my experience and grow my knowledge, so that when the day comes, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next week, whether it's several years from now, where I'm ready to jump up, to 600 or, a 650, whatever the case may be, R7. This bike has allowed me to grow that foundation that is so important when you're riding a motorcycle. Thank you for not doing nothing crazy. I like the color. So after 1,000 miles, would I go back in time and get a different bike? Answer to that question is fuck no. I wouldn't. Have I gotten really comfortable on this bike? And from a power standpoint, do I know its capabilities? I'd say so. I've pushed this bike on the interstate in Mexico. LOL. I've pushed this bike, past 100. And I know its capabilities. And I'm pretty comfortable with its capabilities. I'm not ever going to be the rider that cares to go 200 miles an hour. Honestly, 100 was more than enough for me. And at a certain point, you just start asking for problems, You can't always control what other people do out on this road. And so maybe it's more important that I focus on myself and make sure I'm doing what I can to control what I can. To hopefully mitigate any accidents. From a cost standpoint, this bike is so affordable for really anyone, but for someone that's a beginner just getting into motorcycles. You may be like me and not necessarily want to drop fucking 10 grand, 12 grand, 15 grand on, a 6 or a 700. I'm talking about you, R7s. Don't get me wrong, if you got it like that, hey bro, you got it like that. And more power to you. Me, being a beginner, I'm just still trying to figure out my ways. I'm still trying to just figure out who I am as a rider and what I'm capable of as a rider. And so at half the cost of an R7, roughly, it's hard to pass up on this 400. It really, really is. So I think from a cost standpoint, for the past 1,000 miles, I have already, through my riding experience, justified the cost of this bike. I could get rid of it tomorrow and feel as if I have got my money's worth. That sounds crazy, I'm sure it does, but I really mean it, man. These 1,000 miles have just been so great to me. At 600 miles, I did do my initial maintenance. I did not do it myself. I need to make that abundantly clear. I took it to a dealer and had them do the maintenance for me. You know, with it being the initial maintenance, I really wanted to make sure like everything was solid. You know, I'm sure I could have, you know, I'm sure I could have handled doing some of the maintenance myself, if not all of it. But I really wanted to make sure that the bike was in tip-top shape after 600 miles. Because I'll be honest, I didn't do the greatest job at babying this thing for 600 miles. I was hard on it. And for a while, I was kind of scared that maybe I was too hard on it. I remember leaving the dealer, and the guy's like, make sure you go through your RPMs, you know, don't just sit at one rev range and all this stuff. Well, homie, don't worry. I went through the RPMs. Oh, God. I definitely went through the RPMs. So yeah, man, it's just a quick little video, 1,000-mile update, quick review after 1,000 miles. This bike's got it. This bike has absolutely got it. I'm so happy with this bike. I don't know how long I'll keep it. You know, I don't know if I'll make it to 5,000 miles. I mean, I don't know if I'll make it there. I don't even know if I'll make it to 2,000 miles. You know, Nebraska weather means that I don't get to ride all year round. Really means I get like 5 months of good riding. That's about it. And then it's either too cold or it's snowy. So maybe by next riding season, I may not even have this bike. But we'll see. I'm gonna hold on to it for as long as I can, as long as I'm comfortable, because it is a great bike, man. Alright, bro. Hey, everyone, have a great day. Ride safe. Have a great upcoming week. I'm really gonna try and start posting some more videos. Y'all went crazy on my last video, so it's only right that I, you know, continue with this pressure and put out some good videos for you guys. So again, man, ride safe if you're riding this week, if you're riding today, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.